and welcome back to another brand new movie review, where today's review is one I'm actually looking forward to, because it's another one that I actually haven't seen, but I've seen bits and pieces of, and it's one that I have actually been, hang on, let me fix this up a bit, there we go. It's one that I've actually been looking forward to, actually watching now that I own it, and that is Michael Collins. So, this may be Liam Neeson's best performance, so I'm really looking forward to this. So let's, of course, dive straight in with this review. This movie starts off with the end of the 1916 Easter Rising, in which armed Irish men try to take vital parts of Dublin in order to declare the Irish free from British rule. We then see the leaders of the rising being brought away and shot. The movie then cuts to when Michael Collins and a few others are released from Camelham jail in 1918, and Collins is giving a speech to the Irish to gain support. It's during this time that the Irish War for Independence has started, and the IRA are using guerrilla warfare to fight off the English. This movie also shows the struggle with the war leading up to peace talks, which then leads to the creation of the Irish Free State. When Collins comes back after reaching this treaty with the English, a lot of Irish weren't happy, as they wanted a full free Ireland and not just the 26th county. These Irishmen then split from Sinn Féin, and this led to the Irish Civil War. In August of 1922, Michael Collins had returned to his home turf of Cork in order to meet with De Valera to try and reach peace with him, but was ambushed and shot dead. The Civil War lasted 11 months before a peace treaty was signed. Now, I won't be going over character development on the people this movie is based on, as it's a biopic of sorts, so I will talk about some of the actors who played in this movie, starting with the lead character himself, Liam Neeson, as Michael Collins. Liam done a fantastic job as Collins. The whole time I was watching this movie, I was blown away by his performance. I could not see a thing wrong with it, and his Cork accent was spot on. Next to talk about is Alan Rickman as De Valera. Even though he wasn't in much of this movie, Rickman was superb as De Valera. Like Liam, I didn't find a thing wrong with his performance, other than the accent he used was a bit distracting, but other than that, like Rickman, he was perfectly casted. I think a better statement is what didn't I like about this movie. As to me, this is the best Irish movie out there. It's even better than The Wind That Shakes the Barley, another movie I reviewed that covers the War of Independence. Liam is perfectly casted in this movie, so was everyone else. I'm blown away by everyone's spot-on performances and how things were shot, and how they showed the end of the Battle of the GPO to the ambush of Collins in the end of the movie. I couldn't find a single thing wrong with this movie. It's a perfect movie. You would think that I wouldn't have anything bad to say about this movie after calling it a perfect movie, and you'd be both right and wrong. The only problem I have is how hard certain scenes are to watch. Just like in The Wind That Shakes the Barley, there are a few parts that I found difficult to sit through. Michael Collins was released in November of 1996 with a budget of 25 million USD and made back 27.5 million USD, with critics both praising and a few didn't. This is the first time seeing this movie, as when I was in school learning about the Irish Civil War and the War of Independence, I was shown The Wind That Shakes the Barley, and I thought that was the best Irish film I'd ever seen, but I was wrong. After watching Michael Collins, it easily takes the place as the best Irish movie, and is now probably in my ever-changing top 10 favourite movies list. And well, there you guys go. That has been my review of the Michael Collins film. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you next Monday for another brand new movie review. See you all next time.
Plasma injectors are online. Everything's looking good. I think we're ready.
They should be out there right now. We've got to break the warp barrier in the next 5 minutes if we're going to get their attention.
Nasals are charged and ready.
Let's do it!
Engage!
Warp field is is looking good. Structural integrity.